Agent Romanoff. You miss me?
Oh yeah, Charles, we got ourselves an X-Men fan.
Captain.
Your Highness.
Captain, big fan, Spider-Man. Hey everyone.
Paul Rudd has a long career of being an actor, and with his 52nd birthday coming up in just a few weeks, a lot of fans are surprised to see that this iconic actor who's been in so many things through multiple decades is actually 52 years old. And those who have found out about his true age or took notice of his age are really interested in the fact that it seems like in film, Paul Rudd kind of looks almost identical to how he did in the 90s or 2000s. And it's become a huge meme online that Paul Rudd just doesn't age. So we wanted to take a little bit closer of a look because Paul Rudd has actually acknowledged some of these memes and rumors, and it's really interesting to see his perspective.
You look nice in your corduroy suit.
Yeah, well, summer, I figured,
summer,
you know,
very cool.
Makes sense.
Appropriate.
Corduroy. Charlie Daniels.
Wasn't that amazing? In the commercial break, people can't see, but he's playing and doing. We're all together on this one. I always like interviews to end on erectile dysfunction.
Whether you're talking about it or not.
Or they're not. I'm always forcing it into conversations where it doesn't belong, you know? I'm like, thanks, B. Arthur.
For context, Paul Rudd in 2002 looks very similar to how he looked in the recent 2021 Super Bowl commercial.
Hey, Patrick. Coming at you! Signs down.
And of course, this topic of conversation is something that is spread into various interviews where a lot of people want to know about some of the de-aging secrets that Paul Rudd may have.
As someone who doesn't age, is that scary for you to watch?
Well, that's where most of the money went to the de-aging effects. As Michael said, it all went to me.
Right.
Yeah. It's bigger budget than even the ants.
I see.
It is weird. You don't seem to age. Does he?
I feel awful on the inside. Aged greatly.
When we first met, I looked younger, and now I think I could be his father.
No, because even
To be fair, though, Seth, when we met, you were 15 and you look like you were 36.
What's the secret to your eternal youth? Because I'm sure everyone's been saying you look.
He does his own Botox, which is, and a lot of fillers.
I have I thought
You're
I was
a
gonna say
certified
the time
esthetician.
stone. You can say the times. Is there the time stone?
Yeah, the time stone. Sure.
That's one of the Infinity Stones.
Well, why not?
I lifted it from the set.
He just constantly injecting his face, basically.
Mid interview.
Yeah.
You kind of have to, stay at least within striking distance, right? And when you're filming them, it's a more angle. You strike that thing, attack that thing.
Well, there's like a level you have to
scorpion.
uphold, for sure.
Yeah.
Whatever skin shows, you gotta just make sure it's in shape.
Just those bits.
He definitely takes this stuff in stride and kind of jokes around with it and kind of allows the humor behind the whole situation and the absurdity of how people think that this is some huge conspiracy, and he kind of runs with it and has a good time with it, like when he was on the Graham Norton show. However, despite Paul Rudd's ambiguity towards the whole topic, there was an interview where Scarlett Johansson may have revealed a Botox secret involving Paul Rudd, where he then tries to cover it up with some Marvel logic. Now, of course, in the grand scheme of things, it's just another one of those memes that Paul Rudd really just plays into, and it's probably one of the major reasons Paul Rudd is such a likable actor in the larger celebrity space. And recently, he's been involved in so many different memes about him, like the Ant-Man theory from Avengers Endgame, or even the "Look at us, who would have thought" memes, all became these huge things just kind of following Paul Rudd around.
Look at us. Hey, look at us.
Look at us.
Huh?
Who would have thought?
Not me.
There's even the interesting point of topic where when they are working on different toys for characters like Ant-Man, for example, they have to take into consideration how Paul Rudd looks and what his character is supposed to look like and bring it to the forefront for how they model different action figures.
One of the best things about becoming a superhero is you get immortalized in Lego.
I have yet to see this.
Have you not seen this yet?
This is the most exciting thing, I think, for me.
This is actual size of Ant-Man, isn't it?
It is.
There you go.
Wow,
You can
this
have
is-
a little
this
play with
is it?
yourself.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, it's Lego.
I didn't even
Well, if you says it is
Don't
morning
worry.
television.
And even Paul Rudd kind of makes this a lighthearted and funny experience. Nonetheless, though, it does seem like some people really do like Paul Rudd, and they kind of want to know what are some of his daily habits along the way, whether people want to know what he eats, or even how he styles his own hair.
What does Paul Rudd eat? Oatmeal sometimes. I love vegetables. Eat a lot of almonds.
A lot of almonds. There's
Yeah.
a lot of almond eating going on.
Well, there was a
with
specific. I had to eat certain kinds of things when I was doing this film so that I would fit into the ant suit. How to get Paul Rudd hair? I'll tell you the hair you want. You want Michael Douglas hair.
Also, in general, if you appreciate Paul Rudd's entire career, which really spans beyond 3 decades, it's cool to see Paul Rudd look back at various characters he's played as over the years, and even try to figure out which iconic character that he's played as he's most like.
Question number 1. How would your friends describe you? These are my choices. Kind, brave, cool, funny, self-aware, lazy. I think all of these apply to some extent and at other times not to any extent. But I'm going to go with kind, because that's the way I want to be seen.
Now, there's obviously a lot of hype for Ant-Man and the Wasp 3 to finally release, which is set to go into production, and fans of the Marvel Cinematic Universe are incredibly excited to see more of this character into the future. But we wanted to turn this around to you guys. Do you think there's some crazy conspiracy theory out there surrounding Paul Rudd and the fact that he looks so much younger than he really is? Or just in general, he looks almost identical to how he did in some of the earlier projects he was involved in? Let us know what you're thinking in the comments down below. But first, we wanted to give a quick reminder. We do have a really awesome Instagram page that updates you guys on everything happening Marvel immediately. So if you guys want to follow us on Instagram, check it out, link in the description. There's also a ton of really awesome memes and other things that are posted on there. So make sure you guys are following that page. And let's go ahead and jump into this story. We want to give a huge shout out to our Marvel Monday winner. If you guys didn't know, every single Monday we do a challenging Marvel trivia question. So if you guys want to participate, make sure you guys are subscribed here to Film Artsy. Head over to our community tab on Mondays and participate in our Marvel Monday question for a chance to have your comment featured right here on this channel. We also do DC Thursdays if DC is more of your thing, and you can still participate by going over to our community tab on Thursdays. So make sure you guys participate if you want a chance of having your comment featured right here. We really like his time stone theory or whatever he was going with in that one interview, so we're gonna go with that one. But either way, make sure you guys are subscribed with notifications on for more videos like this uploaded every day of the week. That's it for today though. We'll see you guys all next time with a brand new video.
I'm in New York. Paul Rudd. I'm in New York, which is getting hit pretty hard with this right now. Yeah, but I've been inside. I haven't left my house in almost a month, and it's been okay. I'm like Taika. It would be nice to go out. I think we're all feeling a little stir crazy, but it's the thing to do, and it is really the only proven thing that can help.
Are you in New York?
I am. Yeah.
Yeah. Nice.
Upstate. Yeah. And you're in Massachusetts.
Massachusetts. Yeah. It's hot and sweaty here too. Full disclosure, I forgot this was today, so I mean, they'll probably edit that out.
I'm sure. Well, you say that you're in Massachusetts, and how fitting, because that leads me right to this first question I have for you.
Perfect segue.
About defending Jacob, which is set in that part of the world where you're from.
That's right.
Did you know this book? How did this whole thing even come about?
You have a metal arm? That is awesome, dude. You have the right to remain silent.
But oftentimes, as an actor who's in his 20s, he's often compared to a lot of the other actors in the MCU who are much older and more experienced when it comes to various things like interviews and premieres and stuff. So it's really interesting to see a shift in Tom Holland at times when sometimes